Mm.
Oh, look, now I'm not muted. So, hey, everybody, welcome to GM Velo channel. Today we are doing a cipher short, also known as a one shot, and very excited. In order to have some fun, and a big shout out and thanks to Courtney for Machibi, and I'm very excited about that. So if you joined us, we're playing the Cipher system, which is basically a one dice system, and occasionally you might use one or two for various reasons, but mostly you just roll a d20 to determine a lot of your results, using a pretty straightforward system in which your imagination is the best tool of success, and very true. So we're doing the land before chronology here. And if you don't get what that is, I'm sorry you didn't grow up in the 80s and got to be traumatized like me. So, with that, we are going to be getting our tale of Dinosaur Dilemma. Once upon the same earth, beneath the same sun, long before you, before the ape and elephant, as well before the wolf, the bison, the whale, before the mammoth, the mastodon, in the time of the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs were of two kinds. Some had flat teeth and ate the leaves, trees, and some had sharp teeth for eating meat, and they preyed upon the leaf eaters. And then the leaves began to stop to grow, the grass grew bare, the flowers disappeared. And the creatures thought to rule over the earth were in turn ruled over by the leaf. And thus they began to bond together in order to make it through a great migration to a place where leaves were still there, so they could eat, and those with sharp teeth could eat the ones who survived by eating the leaf. And into this place of unlikely alliances that then formed, we will happen upon our characters. So, as a way of introduction, you introduce your characters, tell us anything you'd like about them, and how one way you feel like they met one of the other ones, and their place in this group trying to make it to the safe place. And whatever order you'd like to go.
Okay, I can go ahead and start. So, Twinklebrain, so named by his original family and herd, he is a Cosmoceratops. So to see him sitting down, he looks like not that any of the dinosaurs know what this is. It looks like a Sherman tank, just big, bulky, bright blue, with eyes that are not terribly focused. They're just kind of staring off as he munches on some flowers and has a way of speaking that usually involves asking those around him. Have you ever really looked at a flower? Really looked at it? Seen into its soul? That's just weird. Flowers are relatively new food, and he's taken to them. Not all of them are great things to be eating for obvious reasons. He's lost his herd. He wandered off. He's not sure what happened to them. He was known for always, they call him Twinklebrain because he was known for sort of watching and looking at the twinkles in the sky all the time, as if he was trying to understand something. And I think he met Petunia because he was searching for flowers and he saw these flowers moving through the grass. So he followed them because that blew his mind. It's like, I don't know what the heck that is.
He's tripping.
Yeah. Like, oh man, maybe those flowers are shouldn't have ate. I don't know. And eventually he met Petunia. He is continually confused about why Petunia wears food on her head. Okay. So yeah, the little prompt in the chat. I think he lost his herd. He sort of wandered off from them, and he is just because he sort of has this weird connection, whether it's eating the flowers or just something about him. He very much recognizes what's going on in the world, and I think he just wants to see it out to the end. He's curious where it goes. So that's Twinklebrain.
I've got tears. I'm sorry. Okay, well, so like Petunia is this like small velociraptor, and she didn't lose her herd. She was kind of abandoned because she's like the runt, and she's just a know-it-all and everything. And she was really weirded out when this random dinosaur just came and tried to eat her crown. But she figures that one day she'll grow up big and strong, like the stories of the T-Rex that she's heard about, and she'll be able to eat Twinklebrain. So she just kind of sticks with him because he looks like he'll end up being a tasty last meal.
She can get super high eating Twinklebrain here, so
and she wears the flowers because it's fashion. Come
on. Quetzal is a young Quetzalosaur that kind of got pushed out of his herd because the food was growing scarce, and it's always survival of whoever can get the food. And he thought he saw an easy meal in Snoozy, but it turns out she was feisty, and she promised that she can potentially get him somewhere where there can actually be more food.
So Snoozy is she is an Argentine Lasaurus that left her herd because she wanted to like go search for food elsewhere. But then she ran to this little like flying thingy that wanted to eat her, but she didn't quite realize that. She was like, "Oh, you want to play with me? Sure." And I guess she really likes sleeping, hence the name Snoozy.
Amazing. So, in this great migration, what today, as we find all of you, what are we finding you doing?
I think we're just waking up, and Petunia is gnawing on Twinkle Brain's horn in her sleep. She's like, food. And she's dreaming she's chewing on a bone.
And Quetzal is trying to wake up Snoozy. It's like, Snoozy, it's daylight already. Come on. We need to get going.
It's early daylight.
Just kind of rubbing it, trying to get her. So he's kind of small compared to Snoozy, but he's trying to like move her with just like his beak. And I feel like she just pushes him off.
Snoozy gets up really slowly and doesn't even notice as she probably knocks Quetzal quite far away.
Twinkle Brain, you realize Twinkle Brain, you're not sure he slept. He appears to just be staring off, like at the sky. The twinkles are gone, and he's just sort of munching. And then he picks some flowers up, moves them over to one side of him, and kind of just tilts his head to shake Petunia off onto the flowers and just goes, these ones are good for breakfast.
Flowers again? You're supposed to wear flowers, Twinkle Brain, not eat them.
Whoa.
she'll
Wonder what else we could wear.
Why would you wear anything else?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Here, and she'll stick a flower up on his horn. There, you're wearing a flower. Snoozy, Quetzal, are you guys up? Where's Quetzal?
He was just about here.
And you hear a thud on one of the trees right above you guys where he finally like landed. She doesn't know her own strength.
I think Quetzal's trying to wear a tree.
I think okay, Quetzal, you're not supposed to wear trees. They're like too big.
I normally don't even like being under them.
Here, come eat some of Twinkle Brain's flowers. It's the only sustenance we got today. Snoozy, you hungry?
You see Snoozy munching on leaves on the trees.
That tracks.
Amazing. As you are trying to munch, of course, there is no leaves on the trees. There's like tiny bits that maybe bigger dinosaurs have missed as you are trying to eat just a bit. And the hunger does hit deep in your stomachs. And there is a call. You hear a sound, a whine. coming over the horizon. You're like on the side of this cliff that you've been found a place of safety. Just out for you cannot see to cross out. You can hear it. It sounds much like the call, Snoozy, that you remember first hearing as you busted out of your egg. That of your siblings, other Argentinasauruses. What would you all like to do?
I haven't met one of my kind in a very long time. Do you think? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, so that's your kind?
They should be.
Oh, that's a relief. I thought the tree was upset that Quetzal had climbed it.
One way to put it.
Oh. So from the sound of where this is coming from, does this do I know a safe way to get that direction?
Define safe.
Yeah. Like we're not going to fall off the edge of this cliff.
Okay. So you mostly want that type of safety. Okay. So I would say, yeah, give me a figuring out the strange place roll.
Okay.
Your skill will apply here.
My don't go that way roll?
Yeah, your don't go that way. So this would be intellect based.
Okay.
Start with a 3 here, so it's going down to 2 for you. So you need a 6 or higher currently.
All right.
And the D20.
13.
So we just said that you belong here.
You do belong here.
So 13.
Yeah, 13.
You do. You find it almost looks like some other type of dinosaur has long burrowed here.
Mm-hmm.
Recently with larger claws, but it's clearly abandoned. And you can just see daylight on the other side. You think it would be a good way to get through and give you a little bit of cover too, to be able to get a good look on whatever is coming, sound and creatures coming from the other side.
Okay, guys. So, like, I heard about this way, and like, we can go like this way, and we'll get like some cover, and we won't fall off the edge of the world or anything like that. It's safe. It's totally safe.
That's good. I'd rather not fall off the edge of the world, because we have to make it to the place for the end of the world if we want to see that.
Oh, the end of the world? Yeah, like, of course.
Twinklebrain will sort of stand up. He's very lumbering.
Are you gonna come down from the tree anytime soon, Quetzal?
He'll kind of hop off the branch where he landed and just start circling around you guys. And it's like, yeah, I mean, or not. The air is my home. It just don't scare me.
Snoozy, you ready to see?
Let's go. Snooze stands up really slowly.
Petunia runs, and then it's like, oh crap, comes like runs back. I forget you guys like walk so slow.
This is normal pace.
What is normal?
There he goes again.
It's
All right.
relative, but it's a far relative of yours.
I don't think there was anyone named Normal in my herd. And as he's thinking about this, he bangs up against the side of whatever and runs into it. So he just keeps using the side of the caverns to keep himself moving forward.
A Fooey, take a freaking XP. That I just can't.
That's T minus like 20 minutes.
It took us almost a year to get free XP. Oh God.
I thought that was an intrusion coming in.
Nope. But as you get through this dark tunnel, slowly, the best you can, the call of this Argentinosaurus begins to finally become audible. The raw sound becoming speech to you as you hear, "Help! No! No! No!" And as you just crust out to the other side, you see younger than you, Snoozy. Much younger. Maybe a week or two out of the egg. Badly singed. On their face, they crouch, shivering in terror. You see they're in this indentation in the side of the rock, and clawing at them, you can see 2 starving carnivores. A light orange to their scaly skin with black stripes, drooling, desperate, clawing to themselves survive, to try to make it to the safe place by finding this bit of food where they can. What would you like to do?
How many did you say were there?
2.
There's 2.
I think as Ketzel is flying towards over there, he would try to get one of them's attention by doing distract someone, preventing them from acting for as long as I can focus on them. So take that.
That's
intellect
one of them,
point.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it costs 1 intellect, but I have 1 edge, so that would be a break even.
Yep, that's a break even. So it's free as you now do you have flight here?
Flavor wise, yes. Mechanically, no.
Sure, yeah. I'm just trying to get the visual. Yeah, I care more about
Oh
the
yeah, so
air. So yeah, you're sort of
Um,
like getting what air you can and swirling around their head, and this one kind of.
I'm just pleading. It's like it's not ripe yet. You need to give it another couple days. You can't just eat it like that. It's gonna upset your stomach. It's gonna you're not gonna. There's no sustenance there. Look how small they are.
Yeah. So I think flavor wise, they're snapping at you as you're kind of getting them. Not doing anything else, but they're snapping at you, and obviously you have to make a roll. But it's going. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna try and sneak up behind one of them.
Ooh, I really like that. So you can go ahead and give me a speed for sneaking.
All right, and I have camouflage, which eases all stealth tasks.
Nice.
All right.
So I'm looking for a 6 right now.
6. All right. Seven. Close.
That's good for that easement.
Great.
All right. So, yeah, in this moment, you're able to move your. What does it look like for you to get like and sneak up behind the one?
She uses the pretty rocks around her, the pretty big rocks around her, to ease around the shadows and stuff because of her camouflage and everything. And she's very quiet.
Are these static markings, or do these like change like a chameleon?
I think they change.
Oh, I love it. So you're slowly grabbing there and looking like the rocks and getting really, really close.
Yes. And she eases around these big rocks and gets into a position to pounce on one of them.
Yes. Twinkle Snoozy.
I think Twinkle recognizes that they're hungry. So I think Twinkle starts to move towards these 3 new dinosaurs and starts sort of looking on the ground for flowers. And as he's doing this, he basically ends up interposing himself between the carnivores and the young Argentinosaurus, sort of looking at the ground, trying to find something. And as is typical of Twinkle, he forgets he has, for those keeping score at home, Cosmoceratopses have 15 horns on their heads. So he's basically shaking his head around like this, in case any of the carnivores get close.
Okay. Cool. So say, yeah, you get in there, and if you have to, we're going to give you an easement on any defense roll that might come your way by doing that. Absolutely. And Snoozy.
I think Snoozy is going to walk up over there and try to use her long neck to nudge the youngling out of the way of harm.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call this. I have to call this speed because it's like finesse. Because as they're kind of interposing, it's still kind of snapping. So as you're exposing, you want to do it in such a way that takes the easy prey enough out of the way where they can't get it. So, is there anything that you think would help you here?
I don't think so on the speed end.
Okay. I feel like I feel like I have to give you an asset because you're playing so well into the log neck type, doing the way you described. So I'm gonna give that. I'm gonna. It's up to you, Twinkle. You can forgo your defense asset there if you'd like to throw an asset over to Snoozy for this, but you don't have to. Just
I'm sorry, who was that?
Twinkle.
Oh, so forgo the asset I got for interposing, give it to Snoozy?
Yeah, because what you're doing, you're interposing is helping this action. If you
Gotcha.
want.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. So
Okay.
especially because I mean I have magi protection, so all of my defense tasks are eased anyways.
Cool. Yeah. So you're like, well, I don't need 2 of those. So you put that over. Cool. So that will bring this down to a level 1 challenge, which means you're 3 or higher on the die there, Fire.
That's a 6.
You're seeing how this works. Okay. So quickly, you are able to move this away. At this point, the creature seeing this is going to act at this point, I think, and immediately go for Twinkle here. As their bites come directly, trying to get past all these horns. It's up to you. You can do a might or speed defense, however you pick. How do you picture Twinkle avoiding these sharp teeth coming directly at them?
That's really the problem, is that he doesn't fully see it, but again, when he hears this coming in, he turns to look, and that just turns his entire head forward, which is the armored portion. So he sort of turns and looks like, hold on, I'm still trying to find you food. But his head is facing them now, so they're just coming right in on his horns, basically.
Nice.
So we're gonna do might defense.
You got it. Makes sense to me.
Actually, real quick thing here, because my focus gives me speed defense, and the magic protection lets me ease all defenses. Would that double up with speed?
Yeah, so if we go back to speed, which is totally fine, because
Yeah.
it would be just like you looking and how quickly you're looking is
Right.
how that would flavor. Yeah, so that does double. So you
Okay.
take 2 assets on that, assets, but it goes down by 2. So then
Okay.
right now you just need a 3 or higher.
All right, we'll go with that. And yeah, I imagine it's weird for him to have speed defense, so I imagine it's just when he's doing this and kind of out of it and moving around, he moves so awkwardly and unpredictably.
Awkward defense.
Yeah, it's basically he's basically a drunken master. It's what he's doing. It's
I love it.
completely random in what he's doing. So carnivores don't know how to deal with it. So there's 14 on the die.
Perfect. So the teeth get caught up into the horns as they're on there. The other one is totally distracted. And so real quick, we're going to go ahead and do the initiative challenge for this little encounter. So all that means is we go after, it's starting at level, excuse me, level 3. So it means it's 9 or higher. You can tell me if your initiative is eased at all. And so people who roll higher than the 9 go before these carnivores. People who lower than the 9 go after.
16.
7.
What did you get, Courtney?
You can't even tell me.
Oh no.
Muted.
Oh, I didn't realize I was muted. I got 11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Petunia. So I've got Twinkle Petunia up, and then it looks like I've got Quetzal and Snoozy after. Okay. And so the way that this works in Cypher is you can go in any order and even do combo things because of that. It's when you're in your grouping. So the group is Twinkle Petunia, and the second group is Quet Snoozy. And so you switch that up however you want to make this happen, do something to set the other one up. That can change because you're just going at either the before or after group. So Twinkle and Petunia, what do y'all want to do?
Well, I'm aimed to attack the one that was not distracted. So the one that's already like in Twinkle's horns.
Okay. That's the
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one. So
Behind, yeah.
yeah, I was thinking of, because I'm aimed to leap at them. I was thinking of leaping at them with leaping at them to kind of push them further, kind of hurt them more in the horns. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, yeah. You're trying to almost impale them, really.
Yeah, almost
Trying to get
impale them.
So yeah, because I have an ability where I can do that as well. I can impale them on my horns.
See, yeah, I know,
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
So what do you? So would you like to just do just give an asset over?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. So that's what you. So you jump on, trying to push them on so that Twinkle can position while giving them some extra force.
Mm-hmm.
So Twinkle.
Okay. Yeah. So he's used the spike neck basically because he's still, especially now that this thing actually has sort of bitten at the horn or something. He sort of like jerks like it's getting his attention and goes, hold your horses, and he just whips his head up, and one of the horns is just going to go straight into it. I don't know what you want me to roll for that.
So attack's always up to you, might or speed.
Okay, but since this is an attack, we'll do might. And do you need me to? I don't know. Do you need me to tell you what the specific ability is, or is it just? It's a light weapon, melee stabbing.
So yes, actually, so that actually severely matters. So
Okay, yeah. So
because it's eased by her, and to be fair, really, because she did that sneak move, I have to let her do 2 assets really over to you, and it's
Okay.
automatically eased. So this auto hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
On because she had spent that turn sneaking. So
Gotcha.
gets in, you get the perfect spot.
Yep.
Throwing it down, you go up with the light weapon and it pierces the chest. How much damage does it do?
So what it says is so it does say the target's supposed to succeed on a level 4 speed defense or becomes impaled. And then once it has to use a level 4 might to free itself. It doesn't tell me how much it does on the hit. It tells me how much it's going to take every turn once it's impaled.
So it kind of does because of reasons. Light weapon just means 2 damage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it will continue to take 2 damage while it's impaled. It can use a might 4 check to try to get off.
Yeah, it gives the must succeed on a speed in case you're like doing player versus player or something.
Gotcha.
Basically, which we're probably not doing that. But we're so you go into there and it is definitely impaled. It's going to take its 2 damage here. And it's stuck now, kind of flailing, trying to grasp through the horns, trying to get at you.
Hold on, you're stuck. Hold on. And he starts shaking his head, which isn't helping at all. It isn't helping the thing at all. He just starts shaking his head.
Oh no.
Okay, the damage happens on their turn?
It says that each round that they do not free themselves, they are stuck.
Makes sense to me. Perfect. Okay, so after they free themselves. Okay. So it's a might challenge to free?
Yes, it's a level 4 might challenge to free.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so that would mean that what I need from you as it tries to free itself is a might challenge of level 2, so 6 or higher.
Okay.
Is it taking its turn to try to free itself?
Right. I try to. I'm gonna hang on to my points. I think that's low enough. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if that's low enough. That is a 6.
It's what you needed to. And so it's trying to, and you're going in your way. You're going, no, wait, I got you. You're doing it too quick, and it's sort of like slowly sinking lower and lower and lower.
Hang on, stop moving. Puts his head down, tries to like put his forepaw onto the thing so we can like pull it off.
So it goes
Not
down
working at all.
another 2. This other one totally distracted by Quetzal here, just trying to get them as much as possible, and Quetzal and Snoozy, this is your end of the round.
I think seeing what just happened, Snoozy, as she like nudges the youngling away with her neck, just turns around and try to smack the one that's on Twinkle's spikes with her tail, and just saying, "Hold on, let me help you get off of this."
The ignorant murderers.
Oh, Petunia's just licking her lips right now because she's like, free food.
Perfect. Okay, so you can do might or speed for this attack.
Okay, I'll do my. What do I roll?
Yeah, so it's always going to be d20, but the way we want to calculate this a little bit is are you let's see what's going to be practiced with your tail? Does it say anything like that?
It says they have tail smack on the type suggestions, but I don't know what that means exactly for the purpose of this.
With yours, you have.
Oh, tail smack right in there says heavy melee bashing, which I think is.
Oh, there we go.
what
That's
Matt-
what we were going for. Yeah, that's what I needed. Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Perfect.
It's in the blue section of the picture, or teal section of the picture.
Yeah.
Actually, tail smack isn't, but
No?
in the thing next to tail smack, it's
Yeah. Okay, so
under-
so what that means is that heavy is automatically hindered. So we start this at 4. So it's, if you want to put any effort into it, I will give, because it is impaled. I'm just going to give an asset, so it's going to bring it down to 3.
Probably not at this point.
Okay, perfect. So then you need a 9 or higher on the die.
Okay.
And that- may I aid that to ease it to one more?
So I
with-
think with your deal, don't you have to continue to do this to keep it?
To keep the other one distracted, yes.
Yes, you have to keep your
So-
turn. You can't do other things, unfortunately. Okay. So what did you get there, Snoozy?
19.
Ooh!
Nice.
So you're in the 19 range, which means you get to do additional 3 points of damage. You get 3 bonus damage for rolling a 19.
Yeah, you do.
So heavy innately does 6. So that is 9 total damage, which is going to end this meat eater's life. What does it look like?
So I think Snoozy is genuinely just trying to help this poor thing get off of the spikes, and she's just like, "Oh, I used a little bit too much force. Sorry about that." She shakes the body off of this
So
way.
like, instead of up, you just pull and it tears like from chest to shoulder, and it kind of flares and is limp in your tail.
I think this falls off, and Twinkle looks down on it and just goes, "He's one with the flowers now."
He's gonna gonna be one with my belly next. Okay. Sorry.
And Ketzel's just gonna flying around as he's talking to the other one and just see what happens. See what happens. I'm telling you, just walk away. That she doesn't know her own strength. It's not her fault. Just walk away.
But so with this, I will give you an intellect challenge. I'm gonna go pass an asset over with it to see if you can kind of persuade / intimidate this thing to be like, oh geez, I should really
trained in
not
both of
be
those.
here. You're trained in that? Perfect.
In both. Yep.
Cool. So that's 2 total easements down to a 1, so a 3 or higher on the dice.
For 12.
Okay. So seeing this, that if you let it with your distraction, it kind of goes and just takes off running away. And now you have this protected little Argentinosaurus in your care.
Twinkle, Snoozy, can you move this child away from here for like enough time for somebody to eat?
Why would they need to be away for somebody to eat?
Because I don't want to scare this thing. And I'm
Why
hungry.
would they be scared?
Okay. Tap, tap, tap. She just goes to town just munching on this dead dino.
And that's Ketzel's cue as he swoops down, right, and trying to get in. And I think, like, Petunia tries to snap at
Oh,
me while I'm
100%.
trying to get in there. It's like,
You can wait your turn.
So our heroic meat eaters.
It's better than eating the child, okay? And that one's already dead and it's bigger.
It's all this.
I tried.
It's this
Actually,
game
no,
that makes me realize, like, at college, you could try to be edgy and say, land before time, vegan propaganda. Sounds like something a high college student would do. But you guys go to town, begin eating, and for that, I'm not sure you need it, but if you do, you can each recover a point in any pool of your choice.
I don't need it, but thank you.
Twinkle will proceed to still try to find like flowers to give to the young, to the young Argentinosaurus.
Okay. So you're trying to find some type of plant life there?
Yeah, that's what he was. That's what he was supposed to be doing.
Okay. I mean, there's none really here, unfortunately. But yeah, it is starved
Or he
though.
impaled the other one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And is sitting. Yeah, they're not so much scared of that. They go, thank you. Thank you.
Are you lost?
They kind of cough as they and as they do, you can see there's like this double pain, like a cough from their throat, and then the singe on their chest and ribs seems to cause them pain, the sudden contraction of their chest. They go, yeah, I was separated. There was a big shake, and I fell, and the rocks were really hot, and this fire water came out. It was thick and it burned me. I ran.
Do you want to travel with us? As Snoozy like looks around at the other three.
They get the big cat cartoon eyes.
Petunia looks up from her meal and kind of like pushes Quetzal away with her with one of her arms. Yeah, that's fine. Just let me finish eating.
And Quetzal starts trying to just nab at the flowers on her head, trying to distract her just so she can.
She starts kicking out with her foot. Stop it! Fine, here. She'll tear off a leg and throw it at him.
He'll take it.
All right.
Fire water is bad omen. Should finish eating your flowers and we should move, Petunia.
Yeah, yep, almost there. Okay, Quetzal, you can have the rest. He just swallows it one gulp. That was good. Oh yeah, like we like totally need to head. She looks around. Which way do we need to head? We need to head, I think that way. Maybe that way. Which way do we need to head?
So we kick this over to well, see, they're not out now, but we can say the previous night Twinkle was doing his Twinkle following to figure out a general direction that we have to go. So
yeah, I'll give that the intellect challenge.
Yep.
So eased here. That would have been 4, so it's 3, so 9 right now.
9 right now. Let's go ahead and put effort in. Let's see, effort, blah blah blah. Okay. All right. So checking. This is a nice flow sheet. I'm checking how much I got to take off my intellect pool. So I'm going to put 1 effort in, so that'll ease it again. So is that a 6 or higher? Down to?
Yes.
10.
All right. So from here, you know to follow the bright yellow until it gets above you, at which point you know to rest, and then make sure it's behind you after your nap.
So I think that Twinkle just sort of listens to Petunia trying to figure out which way to go, and Twinkle sort of looks up, turns, and just says, "This way," and just starts moving.
Perfect.
She just ate. She's fine. She just ate.
I just ate. While we're walking, I do want to keep my eye out, like with the geography and with the don't go that way and pretty rocks to make sure that we're not gonna like fall into like off the face of the planet, so to speak.
Absolutely. Yeah, I got this. I think with that, I'm going to give you, with your don't go that way.
Mm-hmm.
You see a place that even in the daylight seems to be in shadow without any obvious source of what is casting the shadow. You also see a path where it looks like many dinosaurs have fallen. Sorry, have gone. Traveled is the
Okay.
word I was trying to say. And there's also one way that has earth that seems to be having deep cracks in it. And what I'll translate this as is you can ask me one question about one of these places,
Okay.
these ways to go.
Okay. Then I think yeah. Question will be from my elder stories. From any elder stories, have I heard anything about the shadow area?
Okay. Shadow area. It was a story shared to the gathering of the large herd before it got separated by one that had come as the only survivor and joined the larger group. A wrinkled, old Argentinosaurus. And what they shared was there is no sight. And hardly any breath inside the floating shadows. They obscure and they choke.
Okay, so like I heard from this like really, really, really like I mean this guy was probably like older than my mom old guy. Might have been like your I don't know, your father's father Snoozy. I don't know. But they told me that that area over there, like it's like really bad, and you can't like breathe or anything like that. And you can't see, and you choke, and it's like really bad. So we probably shouldn't like go that way. I don't think.
Breathing is good. I think we want to keep breathing.
Yeah, probably. Like, I mean, you know who I'm talking about, Snoozy, right?
I do not.
Oh,
Yeah, not all long necks know each other.
well, that's good to know for future reference.
What does it mean to know someone? He's full on staring off into nothing.
It's come on, Twinkle Brain. We gotta go get you some flowers. We gotta fatten you up.
Flowers. I like flowers. Which way are we going?
I think we should go this way as she like trots over to the place where it looks like a bunch of dinosaurs have already went.
Okay. So you're going the way that's been traveled. Very good. So you move that way. You take and climb in and out of the much larger footprints of the giant dinos. And you can see there are picked over bones here. Mostly picked clean, it seems. At least 30. And for this GM intrusion, I'll give all of you a experience point.
Oh no, okay. Where'd I put my pencil?
Because here there is a it's cold. But not from a wind. Like your bodies are just losing heat here. And you can see almost an outline around the fallen skeletons. The multiple horned ones, flying ones, long necks, other velociraptors. And these outlines move themselves away from their skeleton bodies. Turn and look at you and rise. And you hear in a chorus of voices, "We died and you survive. You might make it and we don't. No, 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 no." As these dino geists begin to charge.
This is so bad to Dinotopia. Okay.
And there's multiple ways you could try to do this, but they are resentful and angry, and therefore we have to do initiative challenge. Now these are a little tougher. They come at level 4 raw at you.
Oh
Reroll it.
What did you get, Court? What did you get?
no! I can't re-roll this. It's a nat 1.
Oh, right.
Oh, can I use the next 2 to reroll that?
I mean, you can.
Yeah,
I just we
Re-roll
tend not to do re-rolls on nat 1s.
yeah.
Oh, that's a 19.
A lot of times groups just go, "We're going to eat every nat one because of the fun it makes
It's
the game."
fun, yeah.
But it's all good. It's
good.
your own.
Oh,
That's all good. Okay, so
Did you roll a nat 1?
no.
Okay.
I'm 8.
Yeah, I'm an 11.
I got 7 again.
okay, so we got Petunia, then the Geists, of the Dino Geists, and then we'll do everybody else.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Okay, so Petunia, you get to go first here.
Okay. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this because I don't know anything that's about these dino guys. So I'm going to use it's 3 intellect. And I can ask the GM a question that has a pretty simple answer and get that answer.
Okay.
Okay. So I will use 3 intellect to get this. Do I know if these dino geists can be harmed physically?
Okay.
From elder stories.
Absolutely. So the answer there is yes, they can be harmed, though they're resistant to those that share the same ancestry as them.
Okay.
But ones that don't share the same ancestry get hurt normally.
Okay. Okay, so guys, don't try and hurt any of the ones that look like you. Hurt the ones that don't look at you like you. Okay, because if you try to you won't do anything to anybody that looks like you. But that's all I can tell you. Really, just we can get through this though.
All right.
Oh no.
That's what you do, and now it is time for the Dino Geists themselves. So there are 3 of them, and
Snoozy had to go AFK. She got a phone call.
In that case, we're going to go a Velociraptor, Cosmoceratops, and a Cortoptolus are going to each attack. They are representative person there, so each of you can go ahead and give me a defense of your choice, meaning might or speed, at level 4.
Yeah. So I'll be eased 1 because of my magic protection. And I will put effort in, and I might put my edge in might. So how much will that cost me then? Is that 1 or 2 that it costs?
It would cost 2.
2. Is that the edge? Okay. Cool. So that's 1.
So putting 1 effort into it?
Yeah, put 1 effort into it, and I am trained.
Perfect.
In it. So that should be down to
So you're looking at 9 or higher?
I thought it started at level 4.
It did. I'm crazy. You're talking about looking at 6 or higher.
Okay. And that is a 7.
Oh, very good. So this moves, and as it tries to pass through you, as if attacking your heart and your will to carry on, you are able to move and let it kind of go the other opposite. However, you see yourself doing that.
I think that he sees this form coming at him and does it, and is like, "Oh, sorry, I'm in the way," and he just sidesteps.
Yeah, I'm gonna do speed defense as well. I am trained in speed defense, and I'm using 1 effort and 1 edge. Yeah.
Okay. So 6 or higher.
All right, let's do this. Boink. 19.
Ooh, very good. Is there a minor effect you'd like?
Whenever I want to leap over it, and whenever I do, could it instead of attacking me, could it attack the one that attacked Twinkle? instead?
Heck yes.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is, your minor effect is you're going to hinder both of them.
Yes.
So that's what happens. They go, and they run into each other, and they're both hindered to the next round.
I'm using effort for speed defense with no training or a 9.
That's exactly what you needed.
I think him being bullied by the rest of his siblings when it was feeding time, and he's just like comes up with his claws and he's just trying to skirt around the attack.
Very good. Then Twinkle, Snoozy, and Quetzal, you all get to go.
I'm going to do my help action to ease everybody else's actions with a cost of 2 intellect points, which I have an edge, so it'll only cost 1. And as he's just kind of trying to give them pointers, as it's like just watch out for the talons and the horns. You may not know this, but your horns, watch out for those. And as he's just trying to give you guys a little bit more help to what you're doing.
Oh, very cool. Does that provide assets there over there?
It said it eases everyone else's action.
Okay, so everyone has an easement. Very good. I love it. Snoozy, have you returned? Or Twinkle?
Okay. So I think in this situation, this is all happening. Twinkle saw those two kind of collide, but not really, and is sort of looks at it and goes, "Oh, they're not flowers. That's not right. They're not right." And he, pretty much, this moment of, wait, hold on, this is not natural. I know he's turning into a hippie druid. I don't know. He's the hippie druid.
There's a Cosmoceratops. Let's go.
But he does. He sort of mumbles up to Quetzal, goes, "I know about my horns," and he's gonna lower his head, and he's gonna go, since he did hear he should not go after the horned one, he's gonna go after the Velociraptor one, and this is gonna be his medium ram attack.
Okay.
So he's gonna just charge right at it. That is a medium weapon, melee bashing, and they have to succeed. I don't know how this works with enemies. They have to succeed on a level 5 might, or they're knocked prone and take 3 extra damage.
This is basically if you hit them.
Okay. So yeah, then it's a medium weapon.
Cool. So 4, it's they're hindered, and there's 2 easements are already on this, so it's currently at 2. So 6 or higher.
6 or higher. Okay. We're gonna roll that with 6 or higher and see what we get.
Between Quetzal and Petunia shenanigans.
That is a 9.
There we go.
Not rolling great, but rolling well enough.
Yeah, moving through ring, and go. Very good. So medium is 4 damage.
Yep.
And then what's the extra effect?
Again, if we just have them accurately, they're knocked prone and take 3 more damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna just let that, Oh, so that's a total of 7.
Yeah.
On this. Very good. As it's knocked like right on its butt, which produces another hinderment upon it. So yeah, this raptor kind of like gets in. It's looking at Petunia with hatred in its eyes as it's kind of befuddled by its friend, and now is rolled over several times, as large as gash in its side. And I think since it's going to take us a little bit more time, I think Snoozy to return. Why don't we just take our official break?
That works.
And then we'll come back.
Sounds good.
Alrighty, and we are coming on back here. So, let's see what happens. All right, Snoozy, do we have you? Oh no.
She was in the chat during break.
Oh wait, put my chibi back up. All right, Fire, are you there? I do not hear you if you are.
I pinged her in the Discord.
Thanks, I was just about to. Let me give a second if she is. Is my favorite part of running the games that even though we're in like a pro paid land, we also have like relationships where we're like, Fire, we're like, we want to play, like opposed to being like
And Phil, why would you put that out into the world like that?
I'm just saying. The
No.
bleed goes both ways.
No. This is your fault. If something happens, it's your fault.
Welcome to Jurassic Appalachia.
I hate it. But you
No,
know
just
what?
getting back to that.
I am 100% prepared for the Dinopocalypse.
It's literally Hammond in the movie, but it's just Jack in the Hammond role.
Yep. It's fine.
All right, Susie, it is your turn to take care of these dino geists.
Okay, so don't hit anything that looks like you, because it won't do the much.
Anything that look like... Does anything look like Snoozy?
Yes.
No, because there's only three, and they look like the other group.
Okay.
So that's how because that way it worked out. So you can do whatever you want.
I guess like Snoozy kind of wants to get in the middle of these guys and like stomp really hard on the ground. So with her like height and weight and everything, like ground just trembles, and she wants to make them not able to like stand upright. I guess like this is her Earth Tremor Stomp ability. So I think it forces all creatures within short range to succeed on a speed defense roll or be knocked prone.
Okay. You got it.
That means all of us, right?
Wait, you are also... well,
Probably not Quetzal, but Twinkle just like rammed into one of them. So yeah, that's fine.
You're
Fine.
fine.
Do it.
I think for this, I'm just going to let it not have to hurt your allies, just because it's a cartoon. So no, that did not stop anything horrifying from the real cartoon. But whatever. And so this is the chronology 8, where it got much more kid friendly. So boom, here we go. So what is the straight up ability?
so it's a level 4 speed defense roll on their part.
Okay. Cool. It's always so interesting when they wrote that. So, in that case, I'm just going to let that go on through. So you put it down, boom, as the ground shakes and they fall prone. Is that so they knocks them all down?
Yeah.
Okay. So, they're unable, looking around, unable to do that. Means they're hindered in whatever they're looking to do. As their eyes kind of look, I think they all then focus a little bit on Snoozy. But they're on the ground currently as they're trying to get themselves right once more. So that is the end of that round. We go back up, I believe, with Petunia.
You're muted.
Thank you. Yeah, Petunia is going to jump onto the one that looks like Twinkle Brain and try and bite into it, because she just to see if maybe she could get like a preview taste of what Twinkle Brain is going to taste like at the end.
Oh my gosh. For even backstory, she's just doing this so that she has food for later.
Pretty much.
Yeah, she is still, Cordy established that at the very beginning. That's
Yep.
why she's following Twinkle Brain
I
around.
love that.
She's small to eat Twinkle Brain right now. She's waiting to get big like the mighty T-Rex. Because she was the runt, and she swears she's just a runt T-Rex. So this is Hunter's Teeth. It's a light weapon. So I need to roll, right?
Yeah. So let's see here. So it'd still be. I got 2 hinders, and we've got the help. So we're currently at level 1 for 3 or higher. No, you have your plus Hunter's Teeth, which is light, right?
Yes.
So you get an auto hit.
Awesome. So this says it may force a target to succeed on a level 3 might defense roll or suffer 2 points of damage from bleeding each round for 1d4 rounds.
Yeah, absolutely. So you rake your teeth across. It's going to get the bleed effect.
Yeah, let me roll a d4 real quick. This is the first thing outside of a d20 that I've ever rolled in a cipher. 2. So 2 rounds. You're just a midnight snack, Bobby. It's fine. Yes. And then, you know what? I am going to... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and use this shadow leap that I have. And for 1 hour after I make an attack, I may attempt a level 3 speed roll to successfully disappear into the surrounding shadows, providing me with full cover.
Nice.
So a 9 or higher. Oh, no.
Did it make it?
No, it bounced off the wall from a nat 20 to a 2.
Oh!
Depression. It's fine.
Thank God.
But I have it for an hour, so I can... Yeah.
Okay. So the Dino guys, on their turn here, are going to use their turn to stand up, alleviate themselves of prone hinderment. So they kind of get to their feet, but that takes their turn to do so. And we go on to Twinkle.
Or all 3 of us, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. So what I meant to say is Twinkle, Snoozy, Quetzal, any order you want to go in, go for it.
I'm gonna spend another intellect to ease everybody's actions.
Nice.
So just again, it's like kind of like the backseat gamer kind of thing. It's like, guys, remember you have this guy. That guy. Watch out for that guy, Twinkle. Watch it. He just got back up. As he's just cheering everybody on through. Give you direction.
Actually, Twinkle hears that, and Twinkle just turns around and goes, "What? Oh, you got back up? No, you're supposed to stay down." And he'll do the medium ram again on the Velociraptor one. Inadvertently letting Petunia know what the other side of that eventual conflict might be.
But she's gonna be like T-Rex big, so it's fine.
So you give your helps again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So we were going to do, that's a might. So I guess we'll do, we'll put some effort into that. Well, we're here to keep track. So I've got the easement from Quetzal, and then I'm putting effort in, so that reduces it. So where am I at? Am I at level 2? Or
Got 2 easements going, right?
yeah.
Yep. Or 6 or higher.
Okay. That is a 15.
There we go. So what damage was that?
It's the medium, so it's 4 damage, and this is also the one where it knocks them prone and gives them an extra 3. If you want, or if you want to make them do a level 5 might defense.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go as if the level exceeds. It just exceeds if the level that they need of the task exceeds their level.
Okay.
If it meets or exceeds their level, it's an automatic application, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't work at all. So with that, how do you want to end the Geist?
Again, I think he's sort of like, "No, you should stay down," and he sort of hits him, knocks him prone, and just keeps going, and then it's just stomps over him. It just keeps going, and then turns around and looks and goes, "Be with the flowers again."
I think Snoozy is going to knock one of them, smack one of them with her tail and say, "It might not be too bad for you to take a nap."
Okay, so this is your heavy tail?
Yes.
All right, so it would be 5, but then we've got the helping coming, so we're down back to 4.
Can I put an effort into this?
Absolutely, you can. You can choose whether it's might or speed. I think you're going might. Is that what your edge is?
Yeah.
Cool. So then you spend 2 points.
Okay.
So this is 3, so you need a 9 or higher.
Okay. It is 12.
Nice. So boom. So that's 6.
Yep.
All right. It is having a real hard time trying to keep itself on the plane of existence as it drools ghostly ectoplasm upon the ground. And I think that goes back up to Petunia.
All right, I don't get my my 2 steps ease, but she's gonna try it. And okay, what's left? I'm still attacking the Twinkle Brain wannabe. Yep. All right, another Hunter's Teeth again, and it. Yep. So that's a light.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's eased by 1.
Right.
Right.
So we're currently at level 2, so 6 or higher.
6 or higher. All right, let's see.
Did you get a 1? Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Perfect. Okay. So you kind of look and You yeah, as you do this, there in the distance, sorry, there's a crack in the earth nearby and a sudden churning of rock as red hot water begins to spew up magma, lava, as an eruption occurs. Immediately, rocks begin flying from far away. Shoo, shoo, the fire debris coming down
Oops.
upon all of you. This is speed defense at level 5.
All right.
So Quetzal, how does do we still have that easement, or is it only one action per ally? Or do we still have it?
I can call it is an action to use everyone else's action, but I think this would be reaction. The defense,
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
This is an
Okay.
action. So
Right.
yeah.
Cool.
So
If it's speed, so that means I have the 2 easements already from Magic Protection and my Comic Relief.
Right.
Okay, so I'm down to 3. Or 9 or higher.
Yeah.
okay, so
All right. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that. We'll see how this goes. Jesus, got a 9.
so I'm using an effort, and I have 1 edge in speed, and I am also trained in all speed defense, so that lowers it by 2. So that would be
9.
9.
or higher.
Okay. 11.
There you go. Give it a run.
I used an effort. Excuse me. I used an effort in speed and got a 1.
Oh, no. And I got a 3 for this.
A 3. Okay, so in that case, Snoozy, you're going to take 6 might. Lose 6 might here. From the fiery coming down, though I think you're armored, aren't you?
Yeah.
I think heavy, so 2. So you extra minus 2 from that for your armor. So you only take 4 down there. However, Quetzal, with that 1, this hits you due to your small size. It nearly engulfs you. This is going to be a 9 might because of the natural 1. As you are crushed. Now, this, of course, causing you to just flee. And as the fiery things come down, what is happening is these skeletons are being torn apart with fire and burned. As you see the ghostly figures begin to perish and burn themselves as you flee away from this fiery brigade.
All of us flee, or just Quetzal?
All of you would.
Oh, okay.
But keeping the flavor, I think as he's fleeing, he would be like, nope, we need to get out of here. Y'all should run.
Yeah. Holes in the wings, the burnt body. And you see more bones and fresh bodies of those who failed to make it to the safe place. finally take a little bit of shelter in a skull that could probably house 10 of you. As you sneak in and peeking out of the eyes, you can see 3 groups of starving, desperate carnivorous dinosaurs picking through remains. But Petunia, you know that they would much prefer live meat, a fresh kill, if they think they can get one. But none of them sense any of you right now. And in the terror of those, the sadness of what seems to be thousands of those who never made it to safety, what would you all like to do?
For
Go ahead.
a one shot, do we have recovery rolls?
Yes, if recovery was as normal.
Okay. I think I would. There's a recovery roll that's like an action. So
you can take the 10-minute one for now.
okay.
I like to reserve the action more for this, so you can just take a piece. So basically, we'll do this. Everyone go ahead and take your recovery roll if you'd like. That's 1d6 plus 1.
So
My recovery rolls do not like me. I got a 1 on the d6.
I also think as we're doing this, Twinkle goes over and tries to tilt his head to drop the flower by Quetzal, the flower that Petunia had put on his horn. But the flower is completely singed and burned from the firewater. And
It's
Twinkle just kind of looks at it. Poor flower. And starts shuffling with his snout to make a little like grave for the flower to put it in. It's so ridiculous that this is actually me using my ability for provides comedy relief. Everyone gets 2 more for their pools.
You'll see Quetzal like start getting a little bit uneasy by all the dead bodies, because it's Quetzals are not so much hunters but more scavengers. And I'm going to activate my cipher with the pack call. And the for 10 minutes calls a number of other creatures like him, level 3, equal to the level cipher, to assist them in or out of combat, to try to facilitate our traversement of this particular situation.
I like it. So you make your call, and these other carnivores kind of look at you. They begin making their call to kind of identifying you as one of them. Also looking for the dead. Given their desperate condition, I'm going to say this can trigger a persuasion task roll, relying on intellect.
Okay, I am trained in that, and I'm going to put in effort, which I've got an edge in.
Cool.
for a total of 2 easement.
All right, 3 or higher.
For an 18.
Ooh, here you go. One takes the leg of a fallen Cosmoceratops, flings it over to you, and they all kind of begin to move to another area. The pack's giving way to allow you to pass.
Twinkle, Snoozy, just don't let them see your teeth.
Okay.
As he picks up the leg and kind of bares his teeth to kind of show that he too is a shark tooth.
Mm-hmm. So, you make your way through, and we fade to black, and we see a little bit of a montage of you all traveling as the sun rises, and then the moon, and then the sun and the moon again, signifying your days of travel. What's give us some flavor for this traveling antics, if you will.
I think Quetzal would be trying to help Twinkle because he seems to navigate by the shiny, so he would go up into the air and try to remember where he's at to kind of symbolize the star that he's following. But that way he can go up there during the day to try to give him a point of reference.
I think that Twinkle sees that and uses Quetzal's aid. He usually be wandering forward and just look up every now and again and keep going, right, plodding. And I think that anyone near him, he just kind of babbles to. But what he starts babbling about is there didn't used to be flowers. Now there are flowers. Things change. But there are new things. New things all the time. Do you dream, Petunia?
Do I dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, I dream. Do you?
Yes. I dream of the little scruffy ones. The ones under our feet. They don't have the skin or the feathers like us.
Mm-hmm.
In my dreams, they get bigger. And there's fewer and fewer of those like us.
Oh, that could never, that would never happen, Twinkle Brain.
Twinkle just shrugs. I don't know. There didn't used to be flowers.
Yeah. But there are now. She kind of shakes her head a little bit and one flower falls down in front of him.
Goes down, picks it up, and eats it.
And she'll, she just, I think throughout this, she also will spread gossip about what she's heard, about where they're going.
What's a gossip you think you might have?
I heard, like, from my best friend. My best friend told me that her sister's boyfriend's cousin's mother's father has been here before, and that they said that there was like so much like green. It was like super green, and there was like so much like meat and water and like even enough like so much green, like even food for you guys. Like it's just, and it's probably like the prettiest place he's ever been. That's where flowers came from.
Green is nice. Green has an interesting sense of humor. It's funnier than the other colors.
What does green say to you?
Watch where you're going.
I think green says go this way.
It's not nap time yet.
Oh,
Oh, it's not?
I mean, we could take a short rest here, and I'll here. She'll jump on Snoozy's back and start like with her feet, giving her a massage.
That tickles.
She'll start poking her with her talons.
So as you continue in these days, the temperature grows cold. No moisture. It seems still the grass and leaves are nowhere. Your tummies get more and more rumbly and hungry. Twinker keeps looking more delicious. And then I don't know how many rises and falls and sleeps. Maybe 15. You haven't been able to see the sun. It's just been light in general, but what you first think might be rain, as you look up, turns to be solid. It's cold and slices your skin as hail and ice begin to pummel you. It is fierce and comes suddenly to you and the little one that has been hanging underneath Snoozy. You are caught in an ice storm. Now, for every round that you are in this ice storm, I need a might defense roll.
Oh no!
That the damage will ignore armor
Oh no!
as it's beginning to freeze you. And so I'm going to take that defense and then give you any actions you'd like. So let's get this going. So this is a level 4 might defense.
For my defense.
If you're trained in it, then you're good. You can
I don't.
apply that.
All right, so that's 9. Yeah, we're gonna put effort in.
Yeah.
Get it down to 6.
I think I'm gonna do that as well.
And it's an 18.
So it's 9.
18's going to go.
19.
Nice.
13.
Okay, that'll do it.
Oh,
With effort, 6. 6 with effort.
And you're not trained either, right?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So you have a minor effect, Petunia, with your
Okay.
19.
yeah. Because she's already looking for places to that they could hide with her. Don't go that way, and her pretty rocks. If she could find a cave
Okay.
or an overhang.
Cool. So you would like that next task eased, basically?
Yeah.
That's what you're asking me? Cool.
Yeah.
I'm good for that. If you'd like to start with that, go for it.
Okay. Yeah. So that would be intellect.
Yes.
Okay. So she's trained in Don't Go That Way and Pretty Rocks. And yeah, I'll put an effort into it. So
Nice.
that'd be down to 8.
So I got you. Yeah, it's a level 1 here, so you're higher.
Okay, that's a 7. I had to double check that.
You're like, no.
I had to double check that. That's a 7, not a 1.
Perfect.
Whew.
Okay, so you're like, oh, that's right. So when it's deep, it kind of goes up this way, and all the things that you have heard and gossiped in a way that travel needs to go, and it's hard because a lot of the features are obscured by the ice, but you can see where there has to be some type of cave and raw here. It's going to be 2 so the way we would say this would be it's a long way away.
Okay.
So which means that one action on your turn gets you to a short way away, and that another action gets you to being there
Okay.
ultimately.
So she'll just yell out over as loud as she can, like, guys, like, we gotta hide, like, super quick. Let's this way, quick. And she starts going, or not yet, but you know. What I mean.
Right. Yeah. So you kind of say it's there because that's your turn. Then
Yeah.
everyone else gets theirs. What's
Mhm.
everybody do from Petunia here?
So Quetzal. So I missed. Did Snoozy? Is Snoozy taking damage from the ice storm?
Oh, sorry. What did Snoozy get? I thought she got.
She got 13 or 14, something like that.
Yeah, so she's good.
Okay, so
So
it's
I thought-
Quetzal. Quetzal did not, right?
Quetzal, right. So Quetzal, you get 4.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 3 points that ignore armor from the ambient cold.
So
Fighter speed.
Might.
and sorry, what kind of terrain are we in? What's around us?
Sure. So there's kind of like a valley,
Mhm.
and it's mostly barren ground,
Okay.
but a rock. And there are more rocks that like kind of up on the side of the valley going up cliff face, and that's where Petunia spotted the cave that you can get to.
Okay. And it's our full action to move each of these segments, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, then I think what this is going to be is Twinkle is going to move with Quetzal. And what I'm going to do is as he runs up next to you, his eyes are always a little unfocused. They become really unfocused for a moment. And I'm going to use one of my uses of my unusual foresight. Twinkle has a flash where he sees Quetzal getting hit more and more by this. So what I'm going to do, you can ease your next might defense against this by 2.
Nice.
So he's going to move and he's going to activate that.
Yeah, kind of like the wind's going to change and come from this direction.
Yeah, he sort of says that he'll barely gets it up. What he really does is kind of nudges Quetzal.
Yeah, kind of pushes, trying to take the brunt. Yeah. I love it.
Just kind of nudging him out of the way to try to get him, to not get hit.
Watch the horns. Watch the horns.
Okay, Snoozy and Quetzal.
I think Snoozy is going to try to pick up the little Argentinosaurus by its neck or something like that and try to like get it while she's moving away in the direction Petunia pointed in.
Say that again so I understand it.
So she's going to try to basically carry the young Argentinosaurus.
And then moving. Yeah, I can do that. So you officially get to a short distance here. Cool.
Quetzal would run as well.
Okay. Quetzal's going. Very good. That brings us to the top of the round. Another resistance of the sudden temperature drop code.
12.
Do it.
Okay.
If I'm trained in might defense, what does that do?
That eases it by 1 level. So it should be a level 3 instead of a level 4.
Okay, so I got an 11. That should be.
That does it.
I got 17. And Quetzal, you're eased by 2 automatically from my action.
So my 5 actually makes it.
No, I don't think so. Unless do you have anything else you were doing?
Oh, I thought it was a 3. He's down by 2.
The 4, he's down by 2.
Oh no, nope. I don't have anything to put on.
You know what? I'll spend the XP. Reroll that.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
That's the chance.
20.
15.
15. Okay, there we go. All right. Cool. So you call out, come on! And all of you, the momentum of your movements begins staving off the cold as your blood and heart keep pumping here. And what would you like to do this round?
I'll get to short distance.
Yeah, move. Keep moving.
Yeah, moving. Definitely.
Yep.
All right. So is that everyone moving?
Yes.
Okay. So, this one, I believe this gets Petunia and Twinkle to short.
Yeah.
And then Quetzal and Snoozy, you were able to get into the cave. You breathe. Good. So then Twinkle, Petunia, please give me the might defense.
Is a 12.
10.
Okay, and are yours eased?
Mine is eased by 1 automatically.
That's getting Petunia.
Nope.
No, okay, so that is 3 ambient cold to the might pool.
Gotcha.
And then on this turn, you're able to get into the cave away, and there's enough shelter to not be damaged, though you are shivering. And here, in this, it is strange. Not only is it not cold, there's a weird humidity. Maybe some heat for some reasons in the cave. And you follow it. In there, you see there is a bit of, in the back of the cave, going through what seems to be these natural caverns. A strange spot. Shiny, reflective rocks refract light down into this space. The rocks below are hot, not burning, not uncomfortable, but bring the heat into the room, rising up into this cave. And the ice that comes below, these hard, biting things from the sky that fall down from this weird curving hole above that refracts light in, melt, and have made a small pool in there. With a small, flat-toothed leaf-eater dinosaur that has perished, but looks as though they had died with a seed in their mouth. And out of its body and the ground beneath, with the water, the heat, and the strange light, a small but leafy tree with grubs grows. What would you like to do?
We're taking some time here. I'd like to use my 1 hour recovery roll.
Well, what I'll tell you is eating here gives you a free recovery roll. Being able to get your fill in the greens and the bugs and even the body if you need to. And due to some heroic behavior, the spirit of this grand thing, seeing the little one that you have sheltered, is going to grant you a +2 to that recovery roll. So it'd be a d6 +3.
Nice. 6.
Is this the place that you were talking about, Petunia?
Oh, like no, like the place I'm talking about is like way bigger than this. But I mean, it's a start. And judging by where we're at with my how long we've been walking, would I get an idea of how much longer we have to walk?
Yeah, give me intelligence challenge. I think this might be 5 to ultimately understand this, but
All right.
I know it's easy by at least 1 because your skill.
Yeah, Elder Stories.
Mm-hmm.
This is a landmark.
Maybe it is a landmark. Okay. We'll just roll it. 12. Because if it was a 5, that'd be 15, and I used it by 1. Yeah,
Yep.
that'd be 12. Yeah.
And you remember that this is known as the place of the ancestor's gift that you've come upon seemingly by accident. It was supposed to be a place where there's still water. What you just walked through was supposed to be a lake. As it realizes that even from the stories, how much has changed as the world becomes something else before your eyes. It is said that there are 2 more rising suns between the ancestor's gift and the safe place.
She smiles a sharp teeth smile, which may be kind of scary. It's a little one. I don't know. She just kind of like looks up at the tree and the shiny rocks. She's like, "Yeah, I've heard of this place. It's like called the Ancestor's Gift. But it's weird. Like, there was supposed to be like a huge lake right here. Like, for us to get here, like we should have, like where we came through, like should have been a lake. But yeah, like, but I mean, we're not too far off. Like 2 more suns, and then we'll get to where we're going.
More suns if we leave now?
2 more suns if we leave in the morning when the sun comes up.
If not even the ancestor's gift escapes these changes, what's to say the safe place is still safe?
Who knows? I mean, I guess we'll find out when we get there. And it's in 2 suns.
Twinkle
Okay.
does. Twinkle knows everything.
Twinkle does know everything. Twinkle.
And you see Quetzal just kind of come up to you like face to face. It's still there, right? It's got to be.
Twinkle sort of looks, and we're in a cave, so he instinctively looks up, but he doesn't see any star, and he twinkles because we're not under the star, and he just goes, I don't know. I've not seen the twinkles for a while. But if things change, maybe we must change too.
Are we gonna live in caves? Is that what you're saying?
Staying in a place called the place of the ancestors is not changing.
Good point.
Let's keep moving. And we'll see.
Let's rest until light comes. And then we can keep moving. And then she jumps up on Twinkle's back and starts massaging him. More like tenderizing, but massaging.
Nice. That's amazing.
Little to the left.
All right.
Like little kitty biscuits, is that
That's exactly what it is. Occasionally you'll get the sharp poke of her talons. She's just testing how well done is he.
Well done, but he's, Oh, I can't. Okay. So,
That's
you
her
have your night, and if someone wanted to do their 10-hour recovery, they could here.
All right. God damn it. Why do I always roll ones?
Well, this counts as a new recovery, so I'll do the thing, get 2 more. Everyone gets 2 more.
Oh, nice.
If I can do it between every single recovery.
Good.
And it's just this one, just Twinkle starts snoring.
12 here. Get 12 here. And 10 back in might. All right. I don't know what it is with me and these recovery rolls, but I always will roll ones on these D6s. Stupid.
At least you got 3 of them.
Oh, man. It's fine.
Okay. And you wake up, having eaten, and the legend was that she had enough for her herd, and as you filled yourselves, it's nearly bare now. Maybe 1 or 2 individual flat teeth could come here. And you look how much picked over now, the corpses. Even the bugs are scarcer. This sign is even fading. What would you all like to do?
I think Petunia's going to...
Go ahead.
I think Petunia is just going to tip her head and drop her flower crown at the base of this tree.
And I think as everybody's waking up, Quetzal's just going around he's having like an existential crisis. It's like, well, am I still gonna be able to fly? Should I be flying? He'll see him start like actually walking on the floor. It's like, well, he said we're gonna have to change. How am I gonna have to change? What
Twinkle just sort of rises up and says, "We should get going."
Yeah. You ready,
He'll go-
Susie?
Yeah, he'll go over and nudge Snoozy.
Susie wakes up. Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay, I will take my nap on the way.
Sounds good.
So, it is cold, but the storm has passed. As you come out of the valley that was once a lake, and continue. Cresting here, far off, you see the sign that you were told of, Petunia. A huge rock, enormous, the top of which disappears into black clouds. But looking at it, it almost looks like the bottom legs and tail of an enormous, gigantic dinosaur. But the top of this formation disappears into these dark clouds, and it is probably the two suns away that you heard. Supposedly it is between the legs that the safe place can be found to go under. So you have your heading, and you begin. Now, it is a day of fairly normal travel. But on the second day here in the morning, your regular rest. At first, each of you are experiencing the vibration of the ground as you sleep. That will wake you up. What do you dream about? Because of the vibrations just before you wake up.
I was dreaming that he's a hatchling again, and he's remembering when he first learned to fly and how like wobbly his legs actually were when he was like trying to jump off, and remembering that he kind of chickened out before he was actually just pushed off. As he wakes up, it's just, why walk? Why walk at all?
Petunia, Twinkle, Snoozy.
I think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think Snoozy would dream when she was little, and she was still with her family or her herd, and they would like walk or run together, and the ground would just tremble because there were so many of them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Petunia would dream about when she was when she got a bit older, after like still kind of a hatchling, but and her parents teaching her clutch mates and her to hunt, and they would feel the vibrations underground of little like the little, what did Twinkle call them? Like the little fuzzy things underground.
Yeah, the little.
Yeah. In order to, for tracking and stuff like that.
I think Twinkle doesn't even quite understand what he's seeing. He sees the area they're in, and then it's almost like he's pulled back. He just keeps hearing the same thing echoing. It's echoing in his own voice, and the voices just change, and it pulls back. And he doesn't make sense. He sees mountains forming. He sees mountains falling. He sees the almost, if he could comprehend it, the world, pieces just moving and changing shape as things go on. And he just keeps hearing change. Change.
And that slowly seems to morph in your brain, and all of you begin to wake up as you hear charge, go, 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 as rumbling over you are a herd of ankylosauruses coming now upon you, not noticing your forms. What you took for shelter is crushed underneath another one. By the way, take an experience point, everybody, for the Shiam intrusion. And I need, you can pick speed or a might for this level 6 challenge.
Oh shit!
Here.
I'm doing a speed, and I'm putting an effort into this. So, 10.
I'm doing speed and putting effort in, which should ease it by 3. So
I'm easing it by 2.
my stuff. So that'll be 9 or more. Let's see. Oof, 15.
You know what? I'm going to use an XP to re-roll that.
Was that another 1?
No, it was a 4, but that didn't help. It turned it into a 9.
I'm going to use an effort and use might.
Okay. So that makes it level 5.
I got a 16.
That'll do it.
I put in an effort with might, and I got a net 20.
Nice.
Ooh. What's a major effect you think could happen here?
I made it out alive. Sorry. That is a pretty major effect to me.
Like, that's all I want is the success.
I think being able to do endure and then gain some altitude to just see what's actually going on? Maybe something's following them, something's chasing them, trying to just get a sense if we're in further immediate danger.
Sure. You get up, and I think the effect here is it is a large herd now that is going forward, and you're able to direct everybody how to get out, because of where you are. There is one way that was essentially one move away from getting out, and the rest is the other direction would have been 4, but you couldn't see. But from looking down, you're able to say this way, this way, this way, and it sounds like everyone passed there.
I don't know, because I only had 1 effort into my speed, and I got it. But I'm also trained in speed defense, but I got a 9.
Okay, right. So that would have gotten you there. So that is 6 points of might down.
Ow. Cool. All right.
Your other left.
As I think you come out like one of your teeth are broken. Comes out as you move and.
Ow.
Oh. But you see them running the best they can there, and off into dust, kind of moves up. Can take stock of the injury.
Oh. Ow.
You're changing into a flat tooth.
She like crouches down, looks like she's about to pounce on Quetzal. as her 2 talons start tapping. Take it back.
It's okay. We're all gonna have to change. Don't go sit down.
Take it back.
It's not necessarily a bad thing, Petunia, to be a flat tooth.
Flowers are tasty.
I have no flowers anymore.
I'll find you a flower.
What did you see? Were they running from something?
Look, and it looked like just in excitement of seeing the safe place that they went.
Gotcha. So they ran us over, like, just because they were like super excited.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a preview of Gen Con. Preview of Gen Con.
Oh no.
If we follow in their footsteps, then anything that could have been waiting for us would have gotten them, right?
Good thinking.
Okay.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Gotten them or be trampled by them.
Mhm.
One or the other.
One or the other. Yeah, they got. Yeah, being trampled is not fun. All right, well, I guess we should keep heading that way.
And he'll give a very toothy grin, which it revealed like his sharp teeth, but they're not as big as Petunia's. They're just a lot smaller. But he kind of mixes like.
He jumps on him.
No, Quetzal's not a flower.
She starts gnawing on his head.
At least I don't think so.
Tastes like a flower to me.
Oh, so you begin, and It's this push. You're close. Tonight you should reach the safe place. You push more forward. You don't stampede, but you, in a way, understand them, the hope. Caring. What's the thing each of you are looking the most forward to that you share about once you get there? Maybe something that you've made up about the safe place, or it could be something you heard. It's up to you.
You grow bigger and stronger in the safe place. She'll no longer be the runt. She'll be the biggest. And she'll finally get her final meal out of Twinkle.
Twinkle's thinking, to see all the flowers, but it's more than just the flowers, just to see that life and to see if there's something new. And I think he's not really cognizant enough of the fact that the big stone thing we saw goes up into black clouds. He's thinking to himself to see the twinkles again.
Mm-hmm.
I think Quetzal is kind of dragging behind everybody. He's on one hand, he's happy to be getting to the safe place and the potentiality of being back with his flock. But then on the other hand, he's looking at all the friends he's made and realize that everybody's going to go their separate ways, and that he's not traveling as fast as he could or should, just trying to prolong the moment longer.
Yeah, I think Snoozy is just looking forward to taking naps under trees with actual leaves and with a full belly, and she thinks about being woken up by Questel and not feeling like super hungry all the time. But then she remembers, yes, probably Questel is probably just going to go to his flock. And that doesn't make her feel very good. And she thinks about Petunia and Twinkle and why do Flat Tooth and Sharp Tooth have to be so different?
Hmm. Get ever closer. You aren't that far away now. As the stars come out, the twinkles that Twinkle gets to see, gazing. And right above here, it almost looks like they all are different types of sharp teeth and flat teeth, as though the stars themselves have gathered to lead the way, or to watch. Maybe it's those who have died before those who have not made it. And that's when the ground beneath you bucks up. Suddenly. And in front of you, it shifts, and suddenly 4 feet rises up, and another place 8. Splitting and rising suddenly. And I need you to try to stay on your feet, which is a level 4 speed task. And not defense, this is the task.
Okay.
Tess. I'm pulling out Percy. Let's see if he'll help me out here.
Fred. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to at least burn an effort here because I can only ease it by 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn an effort too.
And so it was a level 4, you said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 to 9 or more.
Oh,
17.
17 as well.
And to use an effort. Can I use an XP to reroll a roll? Is that how?
Yes.
Okay, I'll use one of those. Oh, that's only a 5.
Okay. And Gutzel.
You're muted.
I'm trying to think because I'll use an effort, but I guess I can roll, and then if I potentially use an XP if it's too low, that's a 12.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so a bit of earth here actually comes and pushes you, Snoozy, knocking you down as you fall down fully flat, and it is not an easy thing to get up once you are down, and you are hindered on your next speed task as you feel the ground not only rise up beneath you, Snoozy, but split from all of you as it's literally tearing apart, looking down hundreds and hundreds of feet as the earth splits. You have to run, you have to move this area, and this is a level 4 task. However you want to try to do this, I'll let you know failure will equal your character being dead.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh. So this is another speed.
You can tell me how you deal with this, and you could probably try to put this however you would want to.
Okay. So with pretty rocks, can I quickly glance around and see like the best rocks for footholds and stuff like that to help guide everybody?
Interesting. So in this moment, you want an action from me. I'll tell you what, if you'll give me 2 intellect points, I will let you do this.
I will give you 2 intellect points. That's fine.
Okay. Absolutely. So level 4, it's eased by 1 to a level 3.
All right. Come on, Percy. Yes, okay. It's a 10.
Whew.
I know. I know.
Okay. So this will give an easement all around that you're able to do here.
Oh, sorry.
And then, yeah, go ahead. If there's something else people try and do.
So just because it feels really in time with the flavor, but it's not technically how the thing is written.
Sure.
Could Twinkle burn his second use of that far sight to, instead of giving one person 2 easements, he gives the group 1 easement.
I'll take that. Give me 2 intellect points for it.
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So he will, as Petunia is yelling out where the stable rocks are and everything, on top of that, you see Twinkle kind of yell out, "Look out for that Quetzal, Snoozy to your left," and like just gives everybody one more little push of, here's specifically where to go, as again his far side powers kick in.
Can I use the 2 XP that I've got to piggybacking off of Petunia's to I know that everything is severing. There's a potential. Potentially, there's still some connection points that we can actually try to hit on the way there, to avoid having to jump across any chasms or anything of that nature.
Okay. The effect of that, I like that, where you're able to point out now and you look, and made out of kind of Petunia's this we'll say granite that she's able to see and see that there's this granite pathway that's not splitting and not cracking. They're able to go through. I'll give you a choice of effects. This can make it, because I'm not going to let this go to 0 based on what it is, but you can make it flat level 1 period, or you can let all these, everyone's trying to make stands, and everybody will get a free reroll if they fail. Those are your choice of effects.
Guys,
don't look at them. Make a decision.
Oh no! I think
all on you, Quetzal. This is your moment.
No, it's gotta be dramatic, and every roll's gotta matter. Let's make it down to 1.
Okay, she's just flat 1. Okay, very cool. So, putting it down there. Perfect.
So that would make it a 2 for Snoozy, because she has the hindrance.
That will bypass Snoozy's hindrance.
Okay, that will bypass Snoozy's hindrance. Good.
Yeah, because you're using XP, so it's gonna it's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Anything that what Snoozy wants to add to this?
I guess she will try to see as we're running. If anyone seems to be having trouble, she'll try to help them back up or like things like that with her strength.
Okay, we're gonna try to give you a hold then. So if anytime something looks awful, you can butt in. How about that?
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Then give me these rolls.
Oh.
I'm gonna use my Giambello die.
14.
15.
7.
11.
Okay, it was down to 1, so all of you got above that 3. You run through now. Snoozy, I need you to roll for your little friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. That is a 2, but can I spend an XP to reroll it? Or like...
Yep, you can.
A 7.
Okay. So I think that XP is them falling and you grabbing them with your mouth, right?
Yep.
Ah! As they just sort of tinge and this hot air, almost steam comes up, singes them a little more. Ah! As you... And it is for a long time you run as ever around it, splitting and severing. making huge gaps, steam rising as water and magma collide below. Possibly a part of the dream that Twinkle was having before. And then you realize that you stand now before this massive mesa, whose top disappears into the dark clouds. Through a crack within the legs, it looks like enormous dinosaur. You see others entering. They stop, and some are turned away by 220-foot long titanosaurs standing. That many debate whether or not it's an exaggerated length, but I don't care. And stand down, turning others away. None can stand against them. Until you are finally ready for your turn to approach and make your case for entry into the safe place. What do you want to do?
Like, is it specific groups, like specifically like sharp tooth in general, or flat tooth in general, or
That are coming in?
that are being turned away?
No.
No.
Any are being let in. It's like an understanding of ecosystem going on. But you see some saying make different pleas, and some say, but my family's in there, and I go, just because your family is worthy, that doesn't mean you are too. And it's hard to really understand, and almost there's an issue too of almost being able to hear them correctly as they to actually do the plea. These like little ones are lifted up by the tails of the Titanosaurs up like to where they stand, this huge height above you. It's so hard to hear up there, but it's time for you all to be lifted up. Anything you want to do before, or do we want to go right to you all standing before them?
I think Twinkle would just sort of slightly lean over towards Petunia and say, "We should not tell them that your goal is to fatten me up to eat me. Probably won't go over well."
How'd you know?
Little Flower told me.
Fine. Okay. How about we just tell them that if the four of us can get along, it shows that there's more that can be said about sharp tooths and flat tooths living together.
Really, she even made one of her sharp teeth flat.
I did.
So,
Maybe.
you have anything else? Good.
No, I think it was more just, with that. I think that Twinkle would sit there and just sort of say, change. Must be able to deal with it. And I think we can. I think we have.
You ready, Snoozy?
Let's go talk to them.
All right. And in the case of you, they lean down, their enormous heads dwarfing all of you. And why should you enter? Each of you will say something here to them.
So we'll point out all of the favorable characteristics that he's seen. Twinkle is very knowledgeable about the stars. Snoozy is you should see her fight. She can protect everybody, and Petunia, she knows everything, or she might make it up, but she knows she can get you whatever information you're looking for.
Amazing.
I think Petunia will go into. I have 2 sharp tooth and 3 flat tooth can make it this far together. I think that says something for the future. Something about, what is it you say, Twinklebrain?
Change.
Change.
And I think that Twinkle would follow up and say, things are changing. I think the only way we can survive is to... He pauses a moment, and a word comes to him he'd never said before. Adapt to that change. And we all have.
I guess Snoozy will nudge the young one forward and say, if there is any proof of that change you're looking for, this is one we saved as a group. No matter flat tooth or sharp tooth, we saved it from its fate, and here I believe we can all coexist together.
And Auntie Snoozy's the best. She likes them, so they must be pretty good. All right. Then now I will hide my hand and ask for a roll from each of you for this challenge. And make a roll. See how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Are you hiding in general? Do we not even know what it...
Like if it's intellect or...
Yeah, you're just making a roll.
All right. It wasn't a nat 20, but it's a 19.
Okay.
I got 14.
I got 12.
11.
Okay. Then the resources here will not be wasted on you. It is only being willing to adapt to not hunting everything you can, to not eating past what you need, and listening. We must work together to survive as long as we can within. Enter.
She'll wait until everybody else enters, and then she'll look up at them again and be like, kind of, come down here. Come down here.
Yes.
Will I grow up to be as big as you?
Not a chance.
Okay. I was lied to. Let's
And
go.
You come in, and here is a flowing river. Gentle sunlight. For you see, it seems there's an opening somewhere. It rises above the clouds, above all the weather, and allows for just gentle warmth to come in. Similar to the ancestors' gift, there's heat from below, light from above. So many trees, and high grass, and fruit here. And now, please narrate to me and tell me, describe what the next happy year is like.
I don't think Petunia leaves Twinkle Brain. I think she kind of sticks around him, and I don't think she's looking to eat him anymore. He's just become her best friend. And she like every now and then she'll just, when he's asleep, she'll just jump on his back, and she's like, okay. Time for the tenderizing. But it's all in jest.
I think that Twinkle Brain happily hangs out with Petunia. And I think that I'm not sure what the other two are going to do, but he tries to keep up, visits if they're off doing their own thing or whatever, both Quetzal and Snoozy. I think he tries teaching the little Argentinosaurus about the flowers and about the plants. Helps Quetzal figure out if Quetzal wants to learn how to walk on land. Help with that. And I think there's at least one night where he says to Petunia, I had another dream. You had feathers and you were flying. Things change. And he goes to sleep.
Maybe in another life, Twinkle Brain. As she curls up behind his head shield and goes to sleep too.
Quetzal would definitely stick around, and he would always go up to the top of the trees and try to bring down some leaves from there, trying to see if they were any better than the ones further down. And just try to be, in his mind, as useful as he could to try to justify why he's still with everybody to his tiny little brain.
I think Snoozy is just taking her long naps under the trees and raising the little Argentinosaurus, and also waking up and finding her friends around and pay them visits sometimes.
Snoozy also gets like the occasional tenderization. She's eyeing them both up, honestly.
A big meal.
Yes.
And the year goes by. But then even the skies above the safe place darken. The cloud rises high enough to cover it. The ground rumbles. And the five of you, the little one, come together, knowing that the age of the dinosaurs is finally done. And as it happens, Twinkle the things you see, it's as if you can push them through your horns. And all of you now see a vision. Things you can hardly comprehend. White rock that's perfectly smooth and round, many of them up, and weird featherless, scareless beings walking on two legs, and weird coverings. But what you can comprehend is what looks like a family of whatever these things that have skin are. As they run to a display of bones. Somehow know, as you see a velociraptor and Cosmoceratops, Quetzalcoatlus, and two Argentinosaurus. The skeletons at the shoulders and various places fused. On a plaque that reads, "This is the only known fused group of skeletons that must have been together when the end came. Though many think it must be coincidence, as we know these groups never associated." The young girl looks up at her mom and goes, "Is it true they never got along?" "Well, that's what the experts think, honey, but look at them." And she looks, then she looks around and sees her family of different hair and skin color. It's like us, we're not from the same parents, but we're all family just like them. That's right, honey. And that's where our story ends.
I'm not crying, you guys are.
For those who have been with us, thank you so much for joining us on this one shot, this Cypher Short, as to our journey in to, I don't know, trauma and fun and craziness. But thank you so much. And we'll be on a little later tonight with some D&D. But y'all have a great time. We'll see you again on the
Damn
channel.
onion ninjas.